Welcome to the 1 Minute Gut Check. Today's topic, I'm alive. A few months ago, I had the great opportunity to take some of my friends to see Deepak Chopra. It was an amazing experience. We got to meet him. And I was surprised by his message. His message was that we are more than just our bodies. We existed before and will exist after we die. This message was really familiar with me because it's part of my profound Christian faith. Today, I attended a very somber celebration of a young man in our neighborhood who passed suddenly last week. He was 17 years old, and I taught him in Sunday school, and it was a shock to his family, our neighborhood, and our community. This young man was beloved, and it was hard to understand why he was taken so soon in his life. The Sunday after his passing, I was perplexed at what to talk about in Sunday school with his peers, but I felt a strong prompting to talk about several things, one of which was an experience that I had as a child. On March 10th, 1980, I said goodbye to an old life, and I walked through the door of a new life as a faithful follower, a new life with a belief system and a theology that brought me great comfort. And 30 days later, my dad died. I had a rocky relationship with my dad, and I loved him very much, but we had a lot of trials that we went through together. And I was inconsolable, absolutely inconsolable when he died. I could not get out of my mind. He's dead, he's gone, he's over, it's over, he's dead, he's gone. Even though I had this newfound faith, I had a dilemma. Because now I was faced with the brutal reality of actually trying to actually believe what I was taught. It seemed like a good notion at the time, but I didn't believe that we lived after we died. Troubled by this fact, I couldn't find comfort, and I was staying with my mom's friend Gigi Ramirez and staying in her house until I could gather my things and move forward in my life. And one evening in particular, I was very distraught. And I went to bed, and I couldn't sleep, and was tossing and turning, and finally, exhausted, in the wee hours of the morning, I fell asleep. And as I was sleeping, I had a dream, a very vivid, lifelike dream that I can still remember to this day. I was walking down the street of a busy city. It looked like Times Square, Manhattan, or downtown Las Vegas, very bright, a lot of people walking to and fro. And across the way, I saw someone that looked like my dad. And as I got closer and closer, it appeared to be more and more like him. And finally, I was right across the street from him. And I walked across the street, and I went up to him, and sure enough, it was my dad. And I said, "Dad, what's going on?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm just hanging out here on the street corner, doing my thing or whatever." And I'm like, "How can you do that? You're dead. You can't do that." And then he looked at me with a grin on his face, and bright-eyed, he said to me, "I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive." And he just kept on repeating it. And then, just in a moment, I woke up from my dream, and I was drenched in sweat, and I was hyperventilating, and I knew that he lived on. My hope for life after death became more of a knowledge that I know people live after death. I'll always be grateful for that trial and that testimony of knowing that we live on, knowing that my dad is alive, knowing that our neighborhood friend, he's alive, and that all who have gone before, they live on. We are more than just our bodies. We lived before we came here, we are alive now, and when our bodies die, we continue to live on. Have a great day.